As we grow older, one of the things that we tend to realize is how our paths in life tend to create their own destinations and separations. As WCNC Charlotte's Vanessa Rufus shows us, a Davidson College student's reconnection with a childhood friend led that friend back into society as a free man.
Meet Brandon Reed and Surasona. The two met in 4th grade but took different paths at the start of high school. Brandon went to a private school. Sura attended a public school where he faced the difficulties and challenges that come with living in a low-income, poverty-stricken area. At 16 years old, Sura was arrested after a string of robberies. Brandon says that's when he started to notice the school-to-prison pipeline.
I'd heard about it before, but I was actually starting to see it because Sura and other people who I grew up with were actually following the path from school to prison.
As Sura found himself in and out of prison, Brandon enrolled at Davidson College. Shortly after the pandemic began in 2020, Brandon reached out to Sura to see how he was handling life behind bars.
So I asked him a lot of questions about his day-to-day lifestyle and how he was handling things, whether he's looking forward to anything, what's keeping his mind going, things like that. I really wanted to know about his life situation at that point.
In January of 2021, Brandon approached one of his professors to see if he could conduct a study on people who are in prison during the pandemic, using Sura as an example.
And I let him know at the beginning that it was going to be tough.
Brandon also reached out to Sura's family, victims, and even prosecutors who worked on cases against his friend.
I really wanted to get an objective look at his situation, as uncomfortable as it might have been for both of us.
Brandon pitched an idea to his professor about doing a Zoom conference. It would be open to the public and would let him and Sura present the results from the research. Brandon started to reach out to the Maryland Division of Corrections to get Sura's appearance approved, but faced obstacles.
I wrote a letter to Larry Hogan, who's the governor of Maryland, to let him know about my project and let him know why I thought it was important, why I thought it was relevant.
Not only was Governor Hogan excited about the project, but he reached out to the Division of Corrections to make it possible for Sura to tell his story. After a successful conference, Brandon, Sura, his family, and his attorney began to focus on the next steps of his case, filing a request for a sentence modification hearing. During the court hearing in February, Brandon and Sura's attorney had an opportunity to speak on his behalf. And at the end of the hearing, the judge made the decision to suspend Sura's sentence nearly 12 years early.
This is a surreal moment for me. I didn't know what to do. I just was so excited. And I just really couldn't believe it. I just felt like I was in a dream.
After spending 3.5 years in prison, Sura is now approaching life with a new outlook and is working to obtain his GED. He's also embraced a new hobby he hopes to turn into a career.
I just wanted to pick up a camera, and I said, I know I'd be talented with a camera because I always taking pictures and stuff like that. I just always did the be of and beyond to take a picture.
The entire experience has given Sura a fresh start. Beyond getting him behind the lens, he now feels like he has more people behind him who helped him get his second shot.
Vanessa Rufus, WCNC Charlotte.